So last stream, I got requested to play Battlewasp. Now, I think this archetype is really freaking cool in terms of its design. And it's one of my first experiences with this. So, stream highlight, yay! Make sure you got those notifications on, sub to the channel, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so this is our first take at this. And I'm going to say that I'm very proud of this one. So we're in singles, we're having a good time over here. I've never played Battlewasp in my life. Alright. And I'm supposed to be the Yugi tuber. Alright, so we actually opened up relatively cool here. So we have the Recruiter, which when it dies it floats. We have the Sting the Poison, which searches for anything in our deck. And then we have this thing. Parasite Paranoid. Quick effect, target one face-up monster on the field. Equip this card from your hand to that target. The equipped monster becomes an insect monster, cannot attack insect monsters, and its effects that target insect-type monsters are negated. What a heck of a time to be alive here. Then we have DNA Surgery and Insect Imitation. Now, because we're playing Battlewasp, our opponent is holding an Imperm. He just chooses not to use this, which I found kind of interesting. So we're going to start things off with Sting the Poison. So on normal or special, we can add a Battlewasp card from our deck to our hand. Tribute one other set monster, target effect monster opponent controls, and negate its effects till the end of the turn. So he's like, oh, he's playing Battlewasp. There's literally no point to imperm this. I'm like, wow. So now I take 100 years reading every card in my deck. We're actually going to grab the Twinbow Attacker here. This card, during your main phase, you get to special summon this from our hand, and then we can't special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except for insect monsters. And this thing can attack twice during each battle phase. I'm like, alright, well this is cool. The card's actually insane. If there was ever a good card in this deck, it's this one. So, we're on this thing. So we're actually going to activate Insect Imitation. And we're going to take our Sting the Poison here, and we're going to convert it on into this Syncada card. If this card is special summoned, we can make a Molt token. And then, while the token special summoned by this effect is on the field, you can special summon from the extra deck except for insect monsters. So we're going to declare our effect. We got this stupid token on the field. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our token to the Great Fly. And then we're going to set our DNA Surgery. And I'm going to question how I'm supposed to win this duel. Alright. So, we're going to do our thing. We're on a Great Fly in this this double attacker over here. Alright. Now, this is actually hilarious. So he's actually going to stick Solitaire on the field. And I'm quickly trying to read this, and he slaps it on the field and tries to declare effect. I'm like, no, 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 thinking on summon. So this is actually where we're going to blow him out. So we're actually going to activate DNA Surgery and declare frickin' Insect. Now, the first line on Solitaire here says, you contribute one zombie monster. Oh, yup. I'm an insect now. Uh-oh, I'm in danger. Alright, so, he's like, think. Now keep in mind, this all could have been avoided. No, just kidding. We would have had some cute stuff. The only real thing that this stopped was the Twinbow Attacker being on the field, which is really nothing. So, we're like, hey, you can't. You're insect. Stop. You can't tribute the Solitaire. Put that thing back on the field. Oh yeah, I forgot. Susu told me to say hi over here, Mr. Head-to-Head Battles. So we're going to set the Imperm, we're going to set the Super Poly so we can actually blink this out on the next turn. But first we're going to get really funky here. Alright? So, combo time, ladies and gentlemen. This Great Fly is at 1900, makes all my other copies of Bug Boy here get 500 attack. And these stupid things can, once per turn, this card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Alright, so we got 6k damage here plus this 19. So we got two specials here, and we're going to actually normal summon this Rapid Fire here. We're going to revive this guy. And then the Poison Sting's going to get to revive here. Then we're going to grab this little Pin Bullseye. So if we control an insect monster, we can special summon this from our hand. And we can ping our opponent for 200 for each Battlewasp pin the Bullseye we control. So we're just going to shoot this here, which is really cute. So we got 200 damage on our opponent. We're going to go ahead and we're going to link out into this thing. So once per battle, during damage calculation, if this card attacks an opponent's monster with equal or higher attack quick effect, you can have that monster's attack. During damage calculation, when this card inflicts damage to your opponent, inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each Battlewasp we control, including itself. So we're going to get an 800 ping here on this. Alright, plus this thing's at 3k off of this Great Fly. Alright, so we got more damage. Now we're going to get this 800 ping here. Alright, bada bing, bada boom. And then this stupid thing is 700. And then we're going to close out the game with 15, 15, and then 15, 15, and then the Great Fly here will wrap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, you just watched Bugs get a win. I don't even know how this was supposed to work. So let's dig on into the deck profile. I don't even know how I'm supposed to explain this concoction to you. Stream was like, Bugs. I'm like, okay. So, yeah, this is real, by the way. This is what we do. So we have 2 Armor B. Once per turn, target 1 face-up monster opponent controls half that target's attack until the end of the turn. I guess this is synergy with Great Fly. We have 2 copies of Mr. Ezekipede. It's our special summon extender. Alright, it inflicts battle damage to the opponent. We get to mill a card on a 1900 body. I think it's probably one of the best cards we have. Now this thing, I still think this card is bonkers. On normal summon, we can revive a level 3 or lower insect monster. Special that monster. This card in owner's possession is destroyed by battle or card effect. You can special summon a Battlewasp from your hand or deck. This card is good. I really like this card. And then we have 2 copies of Dart the Hunter. When your Battlewasp monster destroys a monster that is owned by your opponent, you can discard this card and inflict damage to your opponent equal to destroyed monster's original attack. You can target one other insect monster you control is treated as a tuner this turn. Also, you can ask about some from the extra deck for this turn, except for insect monsters. They were really mean to my insect boys. And then Pin the Bullseye. If you get 3 of these on the field, you get 600 burn damage. It's also a special summon extender for this deck on a non-insect monster, or a non-tuner monster, which I found a little bit weird, but I get it. Triple copies of Sting. Sting searches for our double attacker, our other special summon extender, or it searches for our monster reborn, essentially. It depends on whichever one that we need. Plus, we can globally negate something for a tribute, which is fine. This card is the best card in the deck. I don't even care. Twin Bow, the attacker during the main phase, we special summon it, and it gets that dual attack, alright, with a Great Fly. That's 3k. 1 copy Noobnoser banished to special summon boss monster. Seems good. We have freaking Insect Queen. Must be first special summon if another insect monster is on the field. Your opponent cannot target insect monster control card effects. They cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. At the end of the damage step, if this card attacked, tribute 1 monster. This card can attack an opponent's monster again in a row. Once per turn during your end phase, we get a stupid insect monster token. Paranoid, this card's just alright. 2 copies of Transcincata. And then the Cocoon of Ultra Evolution. Tribute 1 insect monster from either field, equipped with an equipped soak arm. Do special summon 1 insect monster from your deck, ignoring summoning conditions. I see where this is going. Now, I think there should be multiple... we need 1 more insect imitation here, because tributing going into the Transcincata just speeds up the process. We have 1 monster reborn, and then we have triple Revival Wasp. So, target a Battlewasp in your graveyard, special summon it. You banish this card from the graveyard, target an insect monster we control. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect this turn. Until the end of this next turn. This card's really good. And then we have triple Summoning Swarm. This is just literally Soul Charger's back. I've had this come up once, and it's really cute. Then we have the 1 copy Verdant Sanctuary. When the face of an insect monster is destroyed by battle or card effects of the graveyard, you get to add an insect monster with the same level as destroyed monster from your deck to your hand. So this is a sub-Rhoda. And then we have 2 copies of Nest. When your Battlewasp monster is targeted for an attack, we get to special summon a monster from our hand or deck. That's a Battlewasp. And we get a counter on this card. Then end the battle phase. And you can only use the effect once per turn. If this card 2 or more counters, it goes boom. Alright, then we have the 1 of DNA Surgery. What a meme. Extra deck, we have 1 Pico Flanea, 2 Greatfly, 1 Almaraz, triple Crazy Box, 1 Vespernato, so we can make this off of this, 2 Hama, 1 copy, or 2 copies of Halberd, 1 copy of the Ballista, and 2 copies of Azusis. Wrapping up this deck profile. I'm out.
Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.